Yo, this is Galen. I think it's time for another shelf pick. It's been a while since I did the last, and for those of you who may not be familiar, I usually talk about whiskey, jazz, and leadership. And when I do a shelf pick, I just talk about whiskey. I got a comment a little while back that when I do my interviews, we hit the leadership piece pretty hard, and we talk about a bit of jazz, but the whiskey hasn't really gotten its fair share of the limelight. And trust me, it deserves quite a bit of the limelight. So during my shelf picks, I just talk about whiskey. So this time I am going to talk about a brand who's got three different expressions. And I've got all three, which I understand is kind of rare to have all three. So I'm going to talk about all three. And although they are from the same distillery, they actually sit on two different shelves in my collection. So as a reminder, I've got shelf one, which is like amazing. And, if I offer you something from my shelf one, that means I think that you are incredibly special, and I just really want to share the best that I have to offer, regardless of what that does to my collection. Shelf two, really, really good stuff. And, I don't mind people coming over and hitting shelf two, because that's really, really good stuff that, I'm going to hit pretty frequently myself. And then I got shelf three, and shelf three, still really good stuff, but hey, look, go ahead, do what you got to do. I'm not going to even watch you. Just go ahead and do your thing with shelf three, but don't be confused. Shelf three is some pretty strong stuff. I mean, I've got some pretty hot players on shelf three that a lot of folks would love to just have in their collection. But this product is from the new guy, the new kid, the new entry into the whiskey game. And this is Uncle Nearest Premium Whiskey. Really, really nice. And I'm going to admit something to you. There's kind of a cool story behind this brand that I was introduced to first. I think I saw it on 60 Minutes or some show like that, and they were talking about the former slave Nathan Green, who taught Jack Daniels how to distill whiskey, and that at the time they were coming out with a new product to be in memory of Nathan Green, and they used to call him Uncle Nearest. And so that's where Uncle Nearest Premium Whiskey got its origin. And so, I went out and got it just to represent the story and the culture. And I think the first I got was their 1856, which is 100 proof, right? So, I usually like that triple digit proof. And I tried it, and it was really, really, really good. So I started, that was a regular in my rotation, and never ever looked back. And if you go out to the tastings site, it will say that Uncle Nearest 1856 has got 93 points on their scale. It's a gold medal exceptional product, and we'll say that it's got a rich, spicy, complex style, and dried cherry, juicy orange, fresh waffles, toasted pecans, leather, and sweet caramel as an aroma. I can dig all of that, and it's amazing. So yeah, I'm gonna recommend Uncle Nearest 1856, and that was their first entry into the game. And then, I guess about 2 years ago, I heard that they were coming out with a brand new one, Uncle Nearest 1820. And this one's going to sit around 112 proof. I guess it fluctuates a little bit, but it's clearing 110, so 112. And I was so excited about it. I bought as many as I could find. I think I got like 3 or 4 of those bad boys. And wouldn't you know, that one is amazing as well. And that one sits on the tastings list again at a pretty high level. But I'll tell you, it's got some heat to it. And in order to hit that one right, I had to drop a few ice cubes. I'm not gonna play. It had some spice to it, and I was just excited to have this highly coveted 1820, and that was the thing. And then about a year ago, not even a year ago, I'd say a few months ago, I heard that 1820 is now incredibly scarce. You can't find it anywhere, and you got to know somebody who knows somebody. And even then, you got to promise to give them a whole bunch of stuff just to let you know where they might have a bottle of 1820. So now I'm in that same predicament where I've got to nurse what I've got left of the 1820. Really good stuff. But if I can't find a backup, then I'm going to treat that really gingerly. And so I just expected that was kind of the end of the story. And was talking to a friend of mine, and he said, hey, look, you might want to try that 1884, which is a brand new product that they came out with, Uncle Nearest 1884. And I'm gonna admit that I was kind of leery because 1884 comes in at 93 proof. And yeah, I mean, I usually like to try to hang out at 100, but 93 proof. And so I said, hey, let me go ahead and pick it up, because everyone's talking about it. And I just picked it up about 3 days ago, and this is absolutely more than what I expected it to be. I mean, it's on this tasting site, it says it's 92 points. It's still gold medal exceptional, but it's a little less expensive than the others. I think I picked it up for like, I don't know, $38. And I just wasn't expecting to be as impressed. But boy, I poured it, and I was really amazed. And then the tasting site said that it's got a fruity style. It's got an aroma of peach pie, buttered corn, caramel, tangerine zest. It's really nice. It's really smooth. And I hit it with a little sparkling soda, a little club soda, and it brought it to life. And I was actually kind of embarrassed that I've been sleeping on 1884 for as long as I have. So here are my shelf picks on all of this stuff. And I might have to, this is my current shelf pick. I might have to recalibrate some things, but I had 1856 on shelf 2. I had 1820 on shelf 2 as well, because I enjoy it, but I gotta put an ice cube in order to enjoy that the right way. But that 1884, I'm gonna put that on shelf 1. I mean, it's really good. Don't sleep on 1884. Man, I'm gonna have to put a plug in to see if I could talk to somebody at the Uncle Nearest distillery, because they got some stuff going on. They're winning all kinds of awards. So if you are in the store and you happen to see anything with Uncle Nearest, I'm gonna recommend that you get it. Just get it. It really doesn't matter if it's 1884, 1856, or 1820. Although, if you find an 1820, I think you know the drill. You need to jump on Podbean, leave me a comment, let me know where, and so I can go get another bottle for myself, because it's hard for me to enjoy a bottle when I have no idea where I'm going to get backfill. So that's my deal. But amazing brand. So Trifecta, try any of them. You will absolutely enjoy them. And don't sleep on the 1884. So those are my shelf picks for this week. And hope you've been enjoying these conversations. I've got several lined up, just waiting to share them with you. Be sure that you subscribe to this podcast and leave me a comment, leave me a review wherever you consume podcasts. And be sure to check out our Instagram page. We're doing a lot of great work over there. I've got someone on my team, Ms. Audrey Widlick, who is just doing amazing work with my Instagram page. So check it out, give her some love. And then also on LinkedIn, we've created a Whiskey, Jazz, and Leadership LinkedIn page, so you can be part of the community. I got a lot of the folks that I've interviewed already. They're part of that group, so you can connect and ask questions of Greg Strauss, who was one of our interviews. I've got a couple of future releases, future interview releases that are already part of the group. Wyman Winbush, who you probably just heard his story, he's part of the group. You just need to get over to LinkedIn and look up Whiskey, Jazz, and Leadership Podcast. Join the group. We'd love to have you in and make this thing a real thing. So until next time, take care. Life is supposed to be lived fully. It just tastes better if you enjoy it with whiskey, jazz, and leadership. Take care.